it's people out there that just want to portray a certain image or that tough guy image, but there's no benefit to it. I don't know why, but only the young dudes think like that. Maybe it come from a place of insecurity or something like that, but why are you putting out that image that's only gonna bring negative effects to your life? It just doesn't make sense. You want to use your perception as a benefit to your life, because it can also be a detriment. Hey, this is the Hood Analyst Podcast, where we talk about that real hood shh. Like, subscribe. Y'all know the deal. Today is Mandatory Monday. Emphasis on the man. And I got my co-host here, ISO. He said he had this story or social media topic or whatever, a story that he wanted to let me know, and he felt like I had a certain opinion, and we decided to speak about this for Mandatory Monday. So I don't know this whole situation, so I'm coming in with a clear, empty perspective. Yeah, so you could let me know about that situation, and then we could get into this.
All right, so it's like a situation that's going on now with basketball players. Y'all might know the Ja Morant situation, or y'all might not know, but it was like that he was doing things on social media that affected his real occupation as a basketball player.
Okay.
As a role model.
He's in the NBA?
He's in the NBA.
Gotcha.
For the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay.
But then now it's something new that's surfacing with Mikey Williams. He has been arrested on gun charges now, and he's also a Memphis commit this year.
So they both got bright futures.
Basically.
And they are portraying a certain lifestyle on IG that's counteractive to their NBA careers.
Not saying that they're portraying, but they posting certain shit that they shouldn't be posting, being someone's role model.
Got you. Okay. All right. So I think this is a good topic for the Mandatory Monday, because as a man, your image, the way you're perceived, is actually who you are to other people. There's a lot of men that don't understand that. If you dress a certain way, look a certain way, talk a certain way, and you're a lawyer, but you dress like a drug dealer, people are going to assume and treat you like a drug dealer. It doesn't matter what you actually are. It matters if what you actually are lines up with what you're portraying. So from my understanding, I'm getting the fact that this dude is in the NBA, and it's ironic. I think you said he hang with NBA YoungBoy, right?
Yeah.
And YoungBoy, that's a different topic, but he's a rapper. Y'all know the environment. Y'all know the culture of rap. He could get away with posting and doing certain things. But as an NBA basketball player hanging out with YoungBoy, nothing wrong with that. But you can't be posting guns and shit. You can't be posting anything like that when you're part of that organization.
Living somebody else's lifestyle.
Exactly. Living someone else's lifestyle. So I wanted to talk about that for this Monday, because it's a lot of men out there, including you, whoever you are watching. You may be in the workforce, you may be corporate, you may be in the streets, you may be whatever it is, but you want to make sure that you're not on IG and TikTok and Facebook posting yourself smoking weed, drinking, stuff like that. Because let's say you got 10 pictures up and 6 of them, you got a bottle of Hennessy in your hand. You may drink 3-4 times a year, or very sporadically, not frequently.
Yeah.
You might just be a person that drinks when you go out to a wedding, or go out to an anniversary, or go out to a baby shower. Occasional drinker. But your IG is showing a totally different message, because you got 6 out of 10 pictures where you holding a bottle. People are going to assume you're an alcoholic, even if you're not.
Definitely.
That's why perception is everything. So when he told me about this story about Ja Morant, it just rubbed me the wrong way. I knew that we were going to talk about it today, because your perception is reality. I'm going to keep repeating that, because I want you guys to get that through your skull. You can't be out here portraying a certain lifestyle and not and complain about the way people treat you. they're gonna treat you the way that
you present yourself.
Exactly. You present yourself. Is there anything else that you want to elaborate on? That's the main concept of the episode. And you want to go deeper into the story or anything, or your thoughts on it? Because I'm not an NBA guy, so I don't really know the whole background or what kind of person he is. But me on the outside looking in, I don't know him, and I see him posting guns and shit. I'm gonna just be like, bro, like, you're in the NBA. I already know that you're not about that life, and if you are, it ain't gonna last that long.
No, see, that's the thing though, is the fact that the reason why people saying that, oh, he's not about that life, because if you like go back to rewind fucking 7 years ago, you didn't see this person on his Instagram. This is not the person you saw before you got to NBA. So now they're like, where's all of this coming from? If you wasn't in the street 7 years ago, 5 years ago, this is just now coming out because you're in the NBA now. So that's why it kind of seems like you're portraying an image, because it's a good amount of people that's actually was in that lifestyle that's in the NBA right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
And those are the ones that you don't see doing this.
Yeah. Every real person from the hood knows that you don't want to be that person all your life. You may have made mistakes in the past. You may have did a bid or whatever it is, but after you reform and you change, you want to leave all of that in the past.
And overcome that.
Yeah, you don't want to be judged based on that. And everybody judges. I know there's people out there that may say, I don't make any judgments, but it's just human nature. If I see you dress a certain way, speak a certain way, posting guns, even if I'm in your face and I'm like, yo, I don't know, it's going to be in my subconscious that I got to be wary around this person. They don't understand that their perception is reality. They could be a goody two-shoes good boy, but if you posting guns and all of that, you're going to push people away from you.
Exactly.
You're going to bring people in that you don't want around you. Perception is everything. And I even had to learn that a few years ago. I would say maybe 6 or 7 years ago. Because when I was younger, I wouldn't say I portrayed myself as a street dude. It was nowhere near that. But I didn't care about, being well kept, actually throwing on some slacks here and there just because the way people see you is going to affect the opportunities that you could get. It's going to affect the circle around you. And also, it could be a good defense. If you in the hood, but you dress a certain way, not like everybody else there, people won't even treat you like a hood nigga.
Because you stand out.
Exactly, because you stand out. You actually are putting some thought into what you're presenting yourself as. So, do you think that it's a lot of ball players that want to put on that rap type image?
I feel like, yes, definitely. It's people in the NBA that make music.
Okay, all right.
Like, it's like a handful.
It's a dude that my brother sent me. I think his name started with a D. Damian Lillard. Actually good. Actually a good rapper. I heard his music and I was extremely impressed. He's a great rapper. I can't believe that he's rapping at that caliber and still playing in the NBA. That just shows you that is no excuses. You could do whatever the fuck you put your mind to. But would you say that he is an NBA player that puts out the wrong image, even though he is rapping?
No, because rapping is something that he liked to do. So I would call that more of a hobby.
Okay.
You have a 9 to 5, which is basketball, and you have a hobby.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? Putting out the wrong image is not making music, because that's what people go wrong at.
Absolutely.
You think, making rap music, you have to be holding guns, and you don't have to. You know what I'm trying to say? You could just do that because that's something you like to do for yourself.
Do you think that where we from, those things are connected? Like, a lot of people assume that when you rap, you have to be in the streets and you have to, like...
Yes. You have to paint a scary image for yourself. You could see nobody was wearing these face masks like this until Pooh Shiesty came out.
Talk to him. Yeah, that face mask, that's another thing too. Guys, especially the young dudes out there, all of the people that's from the hoods all over the world watching this podcast, I don't think that's a good look. Wearing that mask, I understand COVID and all that, but just wear a regular mask, because as soon as you put that mask on, you just look like a robber.
And you want to know what's so crazy too? that's what they want to portray. That's why people's on these Instagrams posting it. Oh, I got this face mask on. That's the first thing that they want to other people. Oh, I'll do something to you.
Absolutely.
That's what they want you to think. That's the beginning of portraying an image.
Absolutely.
And you don't have to do that to chase your career or what you want to do. You don't have to put on this front to be a rapper.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe it's just Vlad made a good point on the podcast that we just did. He was saying it's people out there that just want to portray a certain image or that tough guy image, but there's no benefit to it. I don't know why, but only the young dudes think like that. Maybe it comes from a place of insecurity or something like that, but why are you putting out that image that's only going to bring negative effects to your life? It just doesn't make sense. You want to use your perception as a benefit to your life because it can also be a detriment. And
definitely,
when you throw on that mask, it's definitely a detriment. You even got family members, friends that knew you for a long time. You throw on that mask and you post pictures on IG, the first thing they're thinking is, who the fuck do this nigga think he is? I know who he is in real life.
Exactly.
And then you have to live up to who you're portraying yourself to be. So now you proving to the people that really know you that you could really get in that bag and be a street nigga. And like, it's just dumb. Just don't do it. I know it looks cool. I know people think it's cool, but all of the real disciplined, mature adults just
live.
Yeah, they just count you out when you portray that certain type of image.
And that's the same thing back to what Turn Up was saying. People, you portray that image, people want to see that image.
Oh yeah, definitely.
People want to see that image.
You got to live up to it after that.
You that person if you that person on Instagram, you're that person 24 hours.
That's
like you got to wake up out your sleep and be ready to go.
Absolutely, absolutely. The thing about social media is all perception. So let's say on your story one day you just wake up and you want to post something illegal, a weapon or whatever it is. When you post that, not only that it lives forever on the internet, people are going to associate those weapons and those things with who you are because you post that, even if you post it one time. So you're using the perception to it. It's not to your benefit because now people who really know you are questioning you and thinking what's going through your mind and your head. And at the end of the day, you still got to make money and make a living. Jobs are going to go through your social media and all that.
Definitely.
So, and this is for the women too. I know we talk about men here, but this is for the women too. Guys, you could write this down and take notes. She could not be a promiscuous woman, but if she got ass pictures all over her IG, I already know that sets off something in your brain to where she must get around or she must not respect herself as much.
And the first thing you're thinking about when you see a picture like that, you're not thinking about a wedding ring.
Exactly. And the perception is almost just as important as the character of the person. You always want your perception and your character to line up. And I understand, let's say with rapping, like with NBA Youngboy. Yeah, he has to push that certain type of image because that's the music that he makes. And I understand that. Do I think it's a good influence on the kids? That's another topic. You as adults and when you got your children and all that, you probably don't want to play that kind of music around them, but don't follow an NBA Youngboy and do what he does because he's a professional. He got contracts. He got managers, agents, publicists. All of those, it's a business at the end of the day. So he could be portraying a certain lifestyle, no matter if it's real or not, he's making money and feeding his family off of that. You are not in that situation yet, if that's your dream.
Yeah.
Don't follow that. It looks very dumb, especially when you're not got a business model or a business plan behind the perception, the image that you're portraying. If you're not making money off of it, don't do that shit. That's why men look at girls that post ass pictures and all that stuff and don't even got no OnlyFans or whatever, or just looking like strippers, but she work at McDonald's. Like, it doesn't add up. Yeah, it don't add up. So that was the lesson for Mandatory Monday today. I'm gonna say it one more time clearly before I take everybody out. Your perception is just as important as your character. You want to make sure those two things line up. You don't want to be portraying a certain person and you're not that person in real life. It just is not. It's a detriment to your reputation. With that being said, my co-host ISO, always great. It's Mandatory Monday. If you got to go to the gym, go do that shit. I don't care if you don't feel like it. If you got to watch the stock market, I think it closed at, it's Monday. I think it closed at 4:30 or whatever it is. You know what it is. Do what you got to do. Handle your business. At the end of the day, you could chill out. If you smoke a little weed, you could do that, blah, blah. I'm not a drill sergeant, but get your shit done first before you have your leisure time. This the Hood Analyst Podcast, where we talk that real hood Mandatory Monday. We out.